Hello beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane, and today I am looking at what's come before and what's coming up next. Or at least that's the way it feels. I did the Celtic Cross on Sunday, and these are the cards that came out for what's been before, and this is what's coming up. I love the fact that these came in this order, because it's very promising, if you think of it that way. It's very promising the way that these came in. You have ascending the mountain right here, and you have miracles coming in. I love ascending the mountain. It's keep going forward. And yes, most definitely, if you have been with me in the readings in the last couple of weeks, a couple of months, we have definitely been doing the work, right? And it says the journey might be hard right now, but a great view awaits. You most certainly can achieve your goal. However, you must continue forward through hard work and diligence. Don't give up. Even if it seems hard, keep going forward. Even if it sometimes seems that you're going up 3 steps and falling back 2, you're still getting closer to your goal. Sometimes you may need to take smaller steps, but don't stop. Every step takes you closer to the peak of the mountain. And when you arrive, the view will be spectacular. It will be worth all of your hard effort. It's okay to stumble and fall down. Just don't stay down. Do not allow yourself to be limited by the beliefs of others, or even by your own limiting beliefs or fears. Go beyond boundaries and self-imposed barriers. Live passionately and courageously. Keep moving forward fearlessly. Speak up for yourself. Honor your truth. This isn't a time to be timid or hold back. Go forward gallantly with your banner of truth waving in the wind. You are a light bearer for others. And I'm going to add, don't be ashamed of those truths, okay? I lived in a generation that you had to like toe the line, do the thing, right? Fit in. Don't be too shiny. I'm not going to read this one right away because I'm going to pull some cards on the past you, okay? And I wanted to show it to you. So, this is all about personal balance, right? This is about everything we've been through, all the lessons, everything we've observed and seen, how people act, what they hide, what they say, what they mean. I feel a lot of that. There's been a lot of hard work. This 8 of Pentacles feels like it's all been put into this, okay? We've had to work through the muck, figure out what's real, what's not real, okay? We've been imposed realities for so long that we just believed they were true all the time, okay? You had to be the same person every day, follow the same rules. You know, like I said, toe the line. You have to be like a daughter. When, you know, you lived at home with your parents, you're a daughter. You're a daughter, you're a student, you're learning, right? And then you become a girlfriend or, you know, wife, a parent, a worker. But you always fit into these things that are like, have been defined or determined by something outside of you, right? You never sit and go, well, what does that mean, or what does that look like for me? And I think the ascending the mountain thing is that's what you're figuring out, what that looks for you. You're a daughter, but what does that mean as your role as a daughter? Are there responsibilities? Do you need to break some barriers in regards to some of these definitions? Okay. Does that also mean you can become a friend to your parent? Do you take in their wisdom? What does it mean, right? And who are you to yourself? That would be the bigger question here. That would be the bigger thing. You are figuring out who you are to yourself and what that means. Okay? And it's okay to want the things you want. That's the other part. Okay? You've been really figuring out what that is. And I have to tell you, even for myself, I'm figuring out who that is. I think that that person, that entity is beautiful. But I think I've hidden her away most of my life to fit in to certain categories, right? At this part of my life, I am this, I am that. But I never really flourished. And I think this is the flourishing. This is the long walk to figure out what that means to you. Where you sit in a good energy, right? And unfortunately, it means that some people will fall on the wayside. Some situations will fall on the wayside as you go. Because you have to be true to yourself, right? And some people won't want to be in that energy. And you can't fault anybody anything. They have to be themselves. They have to be comfortable within themselves. But you've been pushing yourself to get to that point. And my hat's off to you, Pisces. I will say that. My hat's off to you. So I'm going to take from the energy oracles here. Real breakthrough is coming in, though, Pisces. Real breakthroughs came in or coming in with these. And you may think that the worst may happen when you finally say, well, I've been hiding this person for all these years, but, you know, you've seen glimpses of them, right, through the years. It's hard to hide through nature. It's very hard to hide it. It bleeds out here and there, okay? So if the people say they're unaware, they weren't really interested in looking at you at all, okay? They were either just self-absorbed, right? Ooh, sacred reverence. I always love this, but I have to tell you, it's kind of, it always escapes me, this card. The reverence part always escapes me somehow. Awe for the truth that spirit is everywhere. Inspiration coming through as a result of reverence, joyful living, exploring possibilities with curiosity, spiritual passion manifesting from the starting point of the realm of spirit. Looking at the world, do you see all the life or only a limited part? So that's exactly what we're talking about, right? That's exactly what I was talking about. Did you limit and put yourself in boxes without letting yourself flourish? I love that. While this, when you encounter a puppy, do you just see an animal? While this categorizing is one way of viewing the world, it is only a fraction of the truth. It isn't enough. Look closer and you'll observe the luminosity immanent in these living sentient beings. If you can allow yourself to take in all the world, including its spirit, then you see the whole. Reverence is an act of deep witnessing, respect, and awe. You experience it when you perceive every being and everything, every plant, rock, and tree as sacred and alive. You naturally lean into a state of bliss and harmony and a profound sense of well-being. Whatever the dilemma or question, try to reframe your perspective to acknowledge the spiritual. If everything has value, including your most frustrating challenge, would you still ask your question from the same place? Can you regard the other as sacred, thereby erasing the separation between you? Embracing the perfection of how you came together is real magic, and you're tapping into this unity right now, no matter who or what is in front of you. See that person or thing as luminous and your interaction as holy. Then you will know what to do for the highest good of all. You know, I'll say speak from the heart. Speak from the heart. Whatever that is. Whatever you are doing, either if it's including another person in this new perception or reality, Speak from the heart. Don't speak in defensiveness. Don't, like you haven't and whatever. It would be more of a, here's what's like kind of bursting out of the seams for me. And that's what I feel a lot of the time when I have these kind of epiphanies where I say, I need to be different. Something needs to, it's almost like something needs to burst out. The container cannot hold the light anymore. And when that happens, it's painful, it's scary, it's very unknown, but it's also beautifully in tune with who you are. And while I say that a lot of this may not turn out in the best way possible, a lot of it can. A lot of it can become very miraculous. You could be surprised that some people will receive the invitation and accept. Okay? So just keep that in mind. Some people will receive the invitation and accept. Okay, so let's take from the Spellcasting Oracle. Oh, I love this card. Look at this. New beginnings. Isn't that pretty? Okay. Clarity. Right. All of this is to get clarity. I feel like I look at this, I feel like you did this ascension so that you could get to the top of the hill and have a better view of what's going on. You know, like a long, focused picture of exactly what you're looking at, exactly what that feels like. You want the big picture. You want to see how everything is going to fit in to make your life a better place. Okay? But I feel, again, with this picture as I look at it, I feel like it's in a bubble, right? It's a bubble. And sometimes the closer you get to it, the more it just kind of curves in on itself. And it was very hard to see. There's that point in a magnifying glass when you use it that you have to adjust what you're looking at. I would know this as I get older. I need these, and these are to magnify what I'm looking at. But if you have the wrong level, or you're not staring in the right spot, it gets fuzzier instead of clearer. And that's the part that they're talking about, okay? This has been like an adjustment of that magnifying glass to be able to see what you're looking at and to be able to understand. Right. So let's pull some tarot here. I love that you have the Hermit again, okay? And he is the one you need to be with when you're ascending a mountain. He's usually at the top of the mountain with the light. And what does he realize? That the big picture involves shining a light within yourself. I think we saw it this week that we were showing the mirror, and then the mirror actually was reflecting a light. So the light that you're searching for is inside yourself. There's a lot of meaning in here. There's a lot of like profound meaning in the way that comes through. That Hermit card brings in the fact that the light you seek is inside of you. Okay? So sometimes we look outside of ourselves, looking for something, looking for a bigger picture, but the bigger picture has really always been, we've been carrying it with us. We just needed to unlock it. We needed to figure out, we needed to let the genie out of the bottle, right? And the genie's inside of you. That light is inside of you. That's the whole point. That's the thing, right? All our lives we've been looking at outside, you know, what can the world offer me? Instead of just being who we are. Okay? It doesn't mean that the surroundings doesn't contribute. Most certainly. People contribute to the whole, right? But when you are free to be yourself, people know who you are, right? So they're attracted by who you are, not by what you've projected, right? They go, oh, that intrigues me, right? And then your most brilliant person, you're vibrant, courageous. Vibrancy is such a beautiful word. I love that. That vibrancy, inspiring energy, that influential, very, even, let's put it, sexual, right? That's something, that attractiveness comes out, right? It's not sexual, it's that sex appeal. It's that passionate person that brings in a lot of that beauty. Oh, okay. I'm just turning around because I can hear a lot of noise, but I think she's remodeling in there. You're mighty loud, Missy Apricot. You're loud today. Okay. So let's pull another one out of this. The Sacred Traveler. I am loving the beautiful Queen of Wands. I am loving this one. She is gorgeous. She's so assertive and gorgeous. She radiates. That's another beautiful one, right? There's just something in there. Okay. Taking shelter in distant thunder, but again, what do you see here? What do we keep showing this? I mean, we keep having this light, okay? So it says the answers are within. Again, the answers are within. Distant thunder, clear the air. And I feel that in this, the ascending the mountain, it is clearing the air. It's clearing the misconceptions that maybe you've had about yourself, that other people have had about you. Okay? And we're not blaming anybody. It's just that you live a certain way, you start acting a certain way, and then you just kind of let it keep happening over and over again, right? It just keeps happening over and over again. You needed to open yourself up. You needed to go on this voyage. I'm putting these together because this is what I feel. Okay? I feel that these are all together. Look at this. Even he is on a journey. You see him with the stick, and then it's all the same thing. You've just been on this journey of going. Clear the air is definitely. Look at this. The distant thunder. What did I tell you? What have I been telling you all week about the tower? Look, She's in a tower and the lightning's coming. What is it telling you? What is it telling you? It's coming. Okay? It's time for you to clear the air. It's time for you to do the work. Because I always believed that towers for the most part, okay, we're not going to go into the tragic, life-altering, I was there and suddenly the world crumbled around me. I'm talking about natural disasters, all kind of those things, horrid things that happen on the planet that change the fabric of the moment, okay? I'm talking about day-to-day events, things that you have control over, okay? Things that either take control of you or you to take control of it, okay? And I am a firm believer that you nip a tower in the bud, in other words, you figure it out and you dismantle that sucker, okay? Or you move to safer ground, or one day you just turn around, you've been sweeping it under the carpet, not dealing with it, and it will deal with you. And this is exactly what this is. You can hear it. You know it. You've known it for a while, that you need to do something, or something's going to do something to you. So this is like saying, clear the air. Figure it out. Because you're in your tower, and you can see the lightning. You can hear the roar of the thunder. Okay? Clearing the air is perfect. And this is why this journey was necessary. This is why this was happening right here. Okay? All right, Pisces, I'm feeling the need for another deck, and I'm going to go reaching for it here. I'm going to have to move a few aside. All right. The Energy Oracle. It's been going psst, psst for a few now. So I'm going to take it. Yes, a new deck. Oh, look at that. Right? In the middle of a reading, a brand new deck. So we're going to start looking at the miracle part. What's coming up? Okay? Well, depending on what comes out in this one. Woman holding a coin. And you know, I knew that this one, or man holding a coin, was going to come in. Why did this have to come in? I have no idea. All I can think is it's the Queen of Pentacles with the resources as well coming in. Let's see here. They might be talking about the elegantly dressed woman on this card sits on a beautiful chair holding a bright gold coin. So does the Queen of Pentacles. This may be a successful endeavor regarding finances and health. Okay. So talking about assistance, financial advice. Talking about wealth and money and having somebody come in, a friendship, wealth or business. I'm just going to go with the Queen of Pentacles here. If this was a personal reading and that's what it feels like, it's almost if the Queen of Pentacles would come in, I could say, oh, well, somebody, an older person who's, good with money may be coming in to help you. And if that message resonates with you, that's fine. But I'm feeling more because it came in with the Miracles card, expect the wondrous to emerge, is expect wealth, or, not even, it doesn't even need to be money. It just be the way you picture wealth. It could be a healthy relationship with somebody could mean wealth to you. It could mean abundance, right? It could mean everything. Whatever you have been wishing for, whatever you have been putting your energy into, it's most certainly going to come in and pay off. All right. So let's pull from the Morgan Tarot. What are you feeling now? And I feel this is saying like all the different layers, right? All the different layers of you. Like how far have you gone? Like how... This is a thing that's going to keep coming up over and over again. What are you feeling at this point? It's like you've ascended the mountain, but you're going like, okay, where do you feel when you're here? What do you feel? What does it feel like to be here? Different points in your life are going to be asking you if you are synchronizing with what you're doing and who you are. And it's going to repeat itself over and over and over again. You're going to see all the different layers that come through with that. What does abundance mean to you? Does that mean money? Or does that mean relationships? That's what I was talking about. Okay? What miracles do you see in all of this? Do you see the miracle in the distant thunder to help you move past all of that? Are you seeing the miracle in the vibrancy that has been developed over time because you have flourished, okay, through everything that you've been through? Absolutely, okay? You have to really dive deep into that stuff. Really think to yourself, well, what am I doing to get past or get through all of this? There's a lot of work involved. A lot of work involved in all of this. But you knew that. And so many different layers and aspects. I love the picture within a picture within a picture. There's always something new to be found. Something new to be seen. Okay? And this one didn't fall out, but this is courageous. May each breaking wave build your courage. And that's this, which mountain that you go, past, build your courage. Make you get past the stuff that you need to. Okay? So, yeah. The sea wills you to see your strength in every wave that breaks in your path. It proves your resilience with challenges to extend your courage. Stroke by stroke, it asks how far you'll go in pursuit of yourself toward all you can become. May you throw caution to the wind and the gulls. May you find courage in the sea. May you be bold. And the mantra is, I face fear with compassion and claim my path. Absolutely. Claim your path, Pisces. Let's get another one, because that one didn't come up, but I felt compelled to take it in. Yesterday we have valiant courage, and it felt right, This isn't for the faint of heart. These developments, these things that we are going through, it's not for the faint of heart. It never has been. May you receive what is as it comes. Miracles. The woman holding a coin. Okay? Your blessings, your miracles. Accept them. And accept them in whatever forms they come in. That's the other part. Accept whatever form they come in. Or they come as. Let's see if I can find this one. I think this is the last one here, but let's see. Yeah. The weather weaves the waves. The tides are tugged by the moon. The sea is constant, and yet no sea is the same. Sometimes the gift is gentle water on warm sand. Sometimes the gift can be found in the unrelenting surge that beats you back from the rocks. That's what I'm saying, right? That's what I'm saying here. May you make peace with now. May you ask and accept. May you welcome the gift in everything, including yourself. I accept the beautiful, tender truth of it all. Okay? And I'm going to say this, I said it at the beginning, but don't be ashamed of who you are. Don't be ashamed of asking for what you want, because it is your nature, okay? It is your nature. People have the ability to say no, and say, no, that's not for me. You're not for me. They have the ability, they have the right to say that. They have the right to say, you're not for me. But don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to be who you are, because the outcome you will have, or you will be surrounded by the right energy, right? Because if you show your true self, if you are your true self, if you are going on the path of true self, whatever that be, it could be career, it could be love, it could be just discovering who you truly are, the people who are attracted to that, well, they're attracted to the real you. So they will help you, right? And you have the Lovers. Okay? It's harmonizing with what is right. And whatever that looks like for you. I love this one. Whatever that looks like for you. Okay? Love is love. Doesn't matter. Harmonizing is harmonizing. Okay? You harmonize with what is right for you. The union happens because there's a cooperation between the energies and the choices. Your choices are what make what you harmonize with. So choose wisely. Choose to be who you are. Okay? Even if that meant work, even if that meant ascending the mountain and figuring that out exactly, even if that meant like constantly asking the same question, well, how do I feel now? Am I still in line? Am I still in alignment with who I am? Absolutely. You keep asking those questions. You keep wondering and asking why. The other Lovers card came in. I love it. I love all of it. Yeah, let's put that there too. Oh, and there's the other Lovers card. There's 3 in this deck. Look at that. And they were all, like, I found them all in a matter of instance. So it's saying, whatever love looks like for you, right? We're all 3. Hey, we're Pisces. We're pretty open about these things, right? Yeah, inspiration. It begins with one spark, right? That one spark that leads to this beautiful queen that has everything around her, okay? You just, you align with one thing that is truly you. So in other words, is ascending the mountain, keep going forward. You align with that one thing, and then you align to the next thing, and then you align to the next thing. And pretty soon you get a pretty clear picture of what feels right. And I won't say what fits you, because that can change from day to day, but what type of energy feels right. You don't feel kind of weird. You don't feel off. And if you need clarification, ask for it too. Okay? No, inflow with money, always good. Okay? I'm going to go one further with this one. I'm going to say, because we've had the Queen of Coins, you need to develop a better relationship with money. And I know I've heard this before from other people, but It's being open to receiving it in any form, shape. And it has very little to do with the amount. It has to do with more of what is really required, you know? They're showing me this idea of, is how do you feel rich in your life, okay? You may think that status, in other words, like some people's, this is the thing, owning a plane or owning a jet, and this is what they keep bringing in, because I heard the story years ago from, and actually I think it was Tony Robbins, years and years ago, is talking about, does owning a plane make you rich? And he says, not necessarily, because what happens is if you're only using it a couple times a year, what you're actually looking for is the status of being able to have your own jet. But you could lease a jet and lease, like, you know, trips to take, and you still have that same feeling of being a rich person. You don't have to actually own a jet and house a jet and fuel a jet and insure a jet. You could actually do something different and still have that feeling. So it's not necessarily, it's developing that relationship with what it is exactly that you're looking for, okay, in your life. Are you letting that abundance come in the right way? Or are you just associating certain things to it? So you have to develop a relationship with money and what it means to you and what it can offer you. First of all, money doesn't bring happiness. Money facilitates things, but happiness comes from within you. And that's the thing you have to establish, okay? If you want a plane for status, why do you need status? What are you looking for? Are you looking to feel important? You want people to look at you with respect. That's something entirely different. Okay, it has little to do with money, and it has all about what you're feeling or what you are shining outside, what you're, you know, coming out of the, like I said, the light can't be contained. So let, even again, you see this light shining in here, okay? When you shine it, you are going to attract whatever you want, including money, including everything, okay? I know that went a little weird off to this side, but I feel that this is really explaining that in the most wonderful way, okay? It's the light that you shine in. It's a spark that you bring to the situation that will bring abundance of whatever kind, including money, into your life. Because you are going at it one step at a time and figuring out exactly what it is that you're looking for, you know? Status, respect, all of that. And then after that you can, when money does come in, and it will come in, things will tend to flow a lot easier when you know how to align with yourself. Then you'll always have enough for what you want, or what you need, or how you are, if that makes any sense, right? You'll always have enough. You'll always be enough, so you'll always have enough. That part I could do like a course on this, just this part right here, but I'm not going to. I gave you a little taste of that, and let you explore that on your own. Thank you so much for being here, Pisces. I appreciate your patronage, either literally on Patreon or here as a member. I appreciate you. I post an extra video on Friday as a thank you. They're as low as $3 a month to just be, you know, of support, and it helps me a lot, okay? If I had, like, you know, enough of you supporting me, that would be wonderful. Doesn't take all that much, right? I don't need all that much. So I'm grateful to all of you who are already here doing that every month. Thank you. Thank you. Please make sure to take care of yourself first. Make sure that you have enough for you, because you are the most important part. Watching these videos, letting the ads run, they always help. Okay, that's the other source that really helps me out. So thank you for putting up with them, and thank you for doing that for me. I appreciate you so much. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. Take good care of yourself, Pisces. Bye for now.